Friends, today I'm going to talk about best mutual funds to invest. Now that Nifty is about 14% down from its top, but there is not going to be any recommendation from my end. See, basically, right now, all of us are looking for answers to three important questions. Number one, last week we saw Nifty recovering. So, is the bottom made or the stock market crash is still remaining? Number two, is it time to invest in small and mid cap mutual funds now or invest in large caps only? And number three, what type of returns can we expect from mutual fund investment in 2025? Well, friends, to be honest, no one can really give you an accurate answer to these questions. Instead, believe in data and focus on market analysis. And that is what I'm going to help you out with today. In today's video, I'm going to show my detailed analysis of different market indices and various mutual fund categories, so that by the end of this video, it is clear to you on your own that which are the best mutual funds to invest. Now, let's get started. So friends, after over 16% fall from its top, Nifty was seen recovering from the last 4 days with a good volume. That is a good sign. But does that mean the pain is over, the bottom is made? Well, as I said, no one can tell you that. But we can do market analysis and take calculative risk. So, let's look at monthly chart. See, Nifty has been closing in red consecutively from the last 5 months. This happened for the first time in the last 28 years. So, one theory is market does not move in one direction. So, there is no surety, but obviously there is higher chance that we are now close to the bottom and this downward trend would change. And we can probably see a consolidation in the coming months. Why consolidation? See, in COVID crash, the market fell about 40% in a span of only 3 months, which means the decline was sharp. In such a case, we see a quicker V-shaped recovery. But in current stock market crash, the scenario is different. Here we saw a market fall of over 16% in a span of 5 to 6 months. So the fall here is more gradual. In such a case, we can expect a U-shaped recovery, or as Sunil Singhania of Abacus Assets Management says, we can expect a multiple W-shaped recovery. Basically, multiple ups and downs in the market with an upward bias, which means it is going to be a slow recovery, and thus we can see different phases of consolidation. This is as per the technicals. If we look at the economic front, then there are some positive things about the market, like the valuation discomfort in market has reduced, the RBI is pumping liquidity in economy, and going forward we can expect interest rate cuts also. At the same time, there are negative things also that would impact the market. But before that, friends, I would like to take one moment of yours to talk about a lifetime free credit card that offers flat 2% cashback on all UPI payments and has a high approval rate. I'm talking about KreditPe Yes Bank Ace Rupay credit card. This card offers unlimited 2% cashback on all UPI transactions on KreditPe UPI app, where you can redeem these cashbacks for discounts up to 6 to 100% also on popular brands like Amazon Pay, Flipkart, Swiggy, Zomato, etc. Imagine 6% discount on Amazon Pay, 60% discount on Sony Live, 100% discount on Swiggy One Lite membership. And not just that, you also earn Yes Bank rewards on other categories. For every 200 rupees spent on online shopping, you earn 8 reward points and 4 reward points on offline purchases. Plus, it's a lifetime free credit card, but still on applying this card through KreditPe app, you get 500 rupees cashback as joining bonus. So if we talk about the UPI segment, then the rewards are among the best. And KreditPe is launching more categories like bill payments where this cashback can be used. You only need a CIBIL score of 720 plus and a minimum salary of 25,000 rupees per month to be eligible for this card. So download the KreditPe app now and apply the KreditPe Yes Bank Ace Rupay credit card today. Direct link to apply the card is given in the description below. Coming back to our analysis, so we saw that there were some positive things in market, but there are also some negative things that would impact the market, like US imposing tariffs on India, pressure on Indian market due to FII selling. All of this is going to keep uncertainty in the Indian market in the next couple of months, which means we cannot expect a fast recovery. Again, suggesting the same, that in the next couple of months we can expect consolidation and slow recovery. Now let's look at the second scenario. Can stock market should crash even more? Well, we discussed that it seems like we are close to the bottom now. Let's look as per valuation. So during the last major crash, the COVID crash, the PE of Nifty 50 fell to about 17.2. After that the market started recovering. तो वो तो अलग ही एक मेजर क्रैश था. तो इतना तो क्लियर है कि निफ्टी का PE 17 से नीचे तो नहीं जाएगा. Now current PE of Nifty 50 it is about 20. So firstly 20 PE is already below the median PE in all tenures. Lower than 1 year median PE, 3 year, 5 year and even 10 year also. So clearly Nifty 50, the large cap index, is not at all overvalued in any way. In fact, it is reasonably valued right now. Secondly, in the recent market crash, the PE of Nifty went to the lowest level of 19.6, which is quite close to the 17.2 of COVID crash. मतलब वैल्यूएशन निफ्टी 50 की बहुत ज्यादा गिरने की अब और गुंजाइश नहीं है. लेकिन फिर भी अगर हम वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो देखें, देन बाय कंपैरिजन ऑफ द वैल्यूएशंस we can say that Nifty can correct like 5 to 10% further when its valuation hits 17.5 to 18, and that is when we can assume the bottom. So most likely as per valuations that would be the worst case scenario. So we can say कि current level से 10% तक down मतलब Nifty का level 20,000 to 80 तक भी गिर सकता है लगभग. But you see जो next major support levels हैं 21,800 which is 3.4% down from current level and 21,280 which is about 5.6% down from current level. ये भी काफी करेक्शन है because इतना भी करेक्ट हुआ तो भी PE काफी एडजस्ट हो जाएगा निफ्टी का 18 to 18.5 के आसपास. सो बॉटम यहाँ भी हो सकता है. डज दैट मीन कि हमें निफ्टी के यहाँ तक गिरने का वेट करना चाहिए? बिल्कुल नहीं. ड्यूरिंग कोविड कई लोग इंतजार करते रह गए कि निफ्टी 6,000 पॉइंट तक गिरेगा, बट 6,000 लेवल कभी आया ही नहीं एंड वो लोग बैठे के बैठे रह गए. सो इन शॉर्ट मार्केट थोड़ा और 5 to 7% करेक्ट हो भी सकता है या नहीं, बट फिर भी currently it's about 14% down from its top. This is still a significant correction. Plus we saw that large cap index is already reasonably valued. So a smart investor would start accumulating in the large cap space right now itself. So if we come back to our main topic, best mutual funds to invest, then clearly the best and safer options are large cap index funds, ETFs or active large cap mutual funds or even flexi cap mutual funds. I'm going to create separate videos for best large cap, flexi cap mutual funds, best ETFs. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss them. But the important question comes, what about small and mid cap mutual funds? Should we stop SIP in them or continue SIP, or we can invest lump sum right now? Let's now try to find that out. Currently, Nifty Midcap 150 is about 18.7% down from its top and Nifty Small Cap 250 index is about 21.8% down from its top. So clearly काफी significant correction यहाँ भी हुई है. But wait, let's look at the valuations. The current PE of Nifty Small Cap 250 is 26.9, which is lower than its median PE in 10-year and 5-year duration, but higher than 3-year median PE. But if we look at Midcap 150, the scenario is even worse. The current PE is 34.4, which is greater than all 3, 5 and 10-year median PEs. So the valuations in the small and mid cap segment are still not looking comfortable, unlike large cap segment. But why? What happened here? Well, we saw that in case of mid cap and small caps also, we saw a significant correction. In fact, the high PE levels of different stocks have also reduced. But you know what? Many of these stocks from these segments are still very expensive because there has been no profit growth in these companies since the last 2 quarters. Therefore, many stocks in mid and small cap categories are still not cheap and attractive despite major corrections. But if the March quarter comes out good in terms of profit, then we can have a better outlook of these two segments. So in short, we still need to be cautious about the small and mid cap segment, especially for individual stock picking. Now, does that mean that we should stop SIP in small and mid cap mutual funds or redeem them? No. Let's quickly have a look at a very nice report by ET Money. This is showing whether the entry point matters or not when you start SIP at high valuations versus low valuations in case of Nifty Midcap 150 index. And if you pause and analyze this, you would realize whether you start SIP when the market is at high valuations or at low valuations, your returns were almost similar in case of long-term investment. Same goes with Nifty Small Cap 250 index also. Whether you start SIP when the index was at high valuation or low valuation, despite your entry point, if you do SIP for long term, your returns are almost similar. Clearly, staying invested for long term is the key for mutual fund investment. Having said that, you have to keep two extremely important things in mind. Number one, people who are starting a new SIP or doing lump sum investment in small and mid cap mutual funds right now should ideally not expect high returns like before, because as we discussed before, the recovery this time is going to be slow. So we need to have patience and have reasonable expectation only. Number two, long-term investment in mutual funds means around 10 years tenure. अब सच्चाई सुन लीजिए, बोलना आसान है 10 साल तक SIP करेंगे, बट करना उतना ही ज्यादा मुश्किल. इन रियल लाइफ हम हार्डली ही किसी को जानते हैं जिसने 10 साल तक SIP की है. तभी आजकल आपको ऑनलाइन बहुत ज्यादा सुनने में आता है कि SIP इज बैड, बिकॉज ज्यादातर लोग लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं कर पाते. सो द बिटर ट्रूथ इज यू कैन मेक good returns from SIP in mutual funds only if you do the hard thing, that is long-term investment. Because we even saw from the ET Money reports that if you do long-term investment, your entry point does not matter whether you do SIP when the market was at high valuation or at low valuation. Only consistency is the key. In fact, look at another report. Earlier report was based on high and low valuations of the index. This one shows that whether you had started SIP in mid-cap 150 index when market was at high price or low price levels, you would have made similar returns in both cases in case of long-term investment. But in medium term, you can see that there is significant difference in returns. Means कम टाइम में हाई रिटर्न चाहिए तो एंट्री पॉइंट मैटर करता है, बट हमें लालच नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि बॉटम पकड़ना बहुत मुश्किल है, ज्यादातर लोग नहीं कर पाते. सो द आइडियल वे इज टू गो फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म म्यूचुअल फंड इन्वेस्टमेंट. आई होप नाउ you are clear that which are the best mutual funds to invest in 2025 and what to expect. If you learned something new from this video, please do hit the like button. It would encourage me to make more such free educational videos for you, and make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Thanks for watching till the end.